We're checking problem 1F from section 7.2. I already have the whole thing written down, so I'll just go through it. So here's the integral that we started with. We're going to make this pretty much the same as we did on the last problem. That is, u in this case is going to be the thing that is within the parentheses, so u is x plus 5. That gives a du, which is exactly the same as dx. But then we've got that x right up here that we have to deal with, and the way we deal with it is we solve for the x in the substitution. That becomes u minus 5. So what does the integral become with these substitutions? With the x, it becomes u minus 5. The thing in the denominator becomes u to the 6th power. The dx just turns into du. So here's our new integral in terms of u. So in the next step here, what I've done is factored out the 2. The 2 is factored out, or put in front of the integral anyway. And then what I've done next is split this up as two fractions, just like we did on the last problem. U over u to the 6th, and then minus 5 over u to the 6th. Then simplify these. This is a first power in the top and a 6th power in the denominator. We subtract exponents. 1 minus 6 is minus 5. Here we just put the u, we just move that u to the 6th up. It becomes u to the minus 6. So now we're ready to do the power rule, the integration part of this. So I've just copied the 2. Here power rule says to raise that by 1, so I get a minus 4 power. Put in front of that the reciprocal of that, that's minus 1/4. Here I've raised that by 1 to minus 5. The reciprocal of that is minus 1/5, so that's what goes there. The 5 was already there. And then we notice that the 5 and the 1/5 can cancel here. So next, distribute that 2. That's the next thing I've done here. The 2 times the 1/4 gives you 1/2. Distribute the 2 here. Those 2 minuses cancel, become a plus, and then the 5 and the 1/5 cancel, so all that's there is a 2. Last step is to simply replace that u in all of these terms with what it is, x plus 5. And then if you want to, you can change the negative exponents to positive by writing those terms in the denominator. Okay? For the purposes of my math lab, if you got a question like this, that would be a perfectly acceptable way to write the answer.